Hello, good morning to all of you once again. Today we have Mr. Satya Sai Kartik, who is a 2019 batch IPS. He's from Hyderabad, and he has completed his graduation in computer science. And currently, he's posted as a probationary IPS in Maharashtra, Karnataka. And his optional for UPSC civil services was sociology. Am I right, Kartik? Was it
Yes,
sociology for
sir.
you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Sociology.
And he had given four attempts, and in the first three attempts, he could not qualify this exam. And in fourth attempt, he has finally qualified this exam. Am I right, Kartik?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and Kartik, we have the students from all over India. For the last 2 years, we are prepared. I'm guiding for the students, the students from Jammu and Kashmir to Tamil Nadu. Like even I have students from west part of India, like Rajasthan, Jaipur, to even Agartala and Assam and Guwahati. So you must have seen the whole India during your training as well.
Yes, sir.
So one best
That's so
part of
great to know, sir. I mean, the kind of support you are providing. It's
yes.
highly appreciated.
Right. So what we do, like I do take a newspaper analysis every day in the morning between 9 to 9:45. I just take a newspaper analysis. I ask them to, what which needs to be read and which news is not to be read, and what is the relevance of that news according to a syllabus.
Okay.
Prelims exam point of view as well as mains point of view. Well, like which news is expected in prelims exam and which news can be expected in mains exam. That I segregate it and I ask them to read the newspaper accordingly. So I don't dictate any current affairs. I ask them to make their own current affair notes. I just help them to identify which news is important. Then in the
Okay.
evening,
Yes.
between 8 to 9 p.m., I do take basic classes like basic polity, basic history, basic geography, and basic economy and all. And those students, like after 7 to 8 months, once their basic is over, then we go for answer writing practice. We go for mains exams, understanding the topics of the mains exam, then trying to
Yes.
relate it with the current issues and what kind of questions can be expected this year in the mains exam. So likewise, I do give some questions to them. They do answer to them, answer to me, and I give feedback to them. So likewise, we are that is our strategy now.
Yes.
So those students who have joined with me, almost all of them have started their preparation 1 year back, but few of them are
Mhm.
very fresh, like they have just joined 2-3 months back. So
Yes,
I
sir.
want you to like have a 15 to 20 minutes interaction with them. Like you can start with your journey of your preparation. Then
Yes.
after joining the service, like what you felt about this service and what is your experience during the training and all that you can explain to them within 15 to 20 minutes, and
Yes,
then
sir.
we can go for the Q&A session where if they have any doubts they can ask. So over to you, Kartik. You can start.
Sure, sir. Yes. Good morning, everyone. As sir had mentioned, I'm Kartik. I have cleared this exam in 2020. It had been my fourth attempt, and in the previous three attempts, I could not clear prelim stage itself. So in the fourth attempt, I cleared all the three stages, and I got rank one or three in the civil services examination, and I have been allotted the Maharashtra cadre now. And currently, I am posted in Solapur district for my district training phase, which goes on for 6 months. So yes, the a little. I come from a slightly unconventional background. I mean, I did my engineering from JNTU Hyderabad, and then in computer science engineering. But apart from that, I was uh, a cricket player. I was a professional cricket player. I played for the under 19 state cricket team, under 23 state cricket team, and then making a shift towards civil services preparation was a huge decision for me. And yeah, I'm glad that I could pull it off and switch to this side of the career. So yes, initially the preparation phase has been very tough. because I had to start from the scratch, and it was not easy because to be very honest, to be frank and very honest, I did not know what exactly the constitution is. I did not know even the basics when I started this preparation. I started my preparation. I went to Delhi and stayed there for an year, and then moved to Bangalore, and then stayed there for 2 years, and then during the course, I could clear this exam. So yes, it had been very tough, but one thing that needs to be kept in mind is uh, no matter how hard the journey is, I mean, keep, if you continue to put your efforts, and if you believe in your journey, if you believe in your efforts and your strategy, then I think ultimately the success can be yours. So at one point of time, I did not know what was happening. I mean, I was putting in so much of hard work. I used to study for at least 12 to 13 hours every day, but still I was not getting the results. So yes, it was really very tough. But uh, yes, as I said, you need to trust your preparation, trust your hard work, and keep putting in the efforts. And also one more thing that I would suggest is always surround yourself with positive people. During this course of preparation, you might come across people who are very I mean who have not got the results or something like that, but it might be somewhat demotivating for you as well. But you need to be very conscious during this preparation, and you need to surround yourself with people who can keep motivating you, keep help you push your limits. So I was fortunate enough that I had my family who always supported me in my tough times, motivated me to put in that little more extra effort, and keep continuing my preparation. I used to feel depressed a lot of times. I used to talk to them. I used to talk to my parents, my sister, my friends. So they used to constantly motivate me, and this had helped me sail along this journey of UPSC preparation. So yes, apart from this, yeah, in my fourth attempt, when I got the rank, I thought that I would get into the Indian Administrative Service, because that was my goal right from the starting of my preparation. But when I got into the service, I got Indian Police Service. Then I joined the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy for the strenuous training that goes on, because the phase one is for 1 year, the district training is for around 6 to 7 months, and then you have phase two, and then you get the official charge. So when I joined the training was really tough. At least in the initial 1 to 2 months, it was very tough. It um, pushes your limits. I mean, you are made to do a lot of physical activities. There's a lot of strain on your mental health. But ultimately, when I was going through this training phase, I felt that I'm very grateful, and I'm very thankful that I got into this prestigious service. And yes, you learn a lot of skills. I started enjoying the training phase in Hyderabad. So we are taught a lot of skills like horse riding, the swimming, firing, all these skills. In any other service, I don't think you would be exposed to such wide variety of skill training and knowledge building activities. So I think yes, I'm quite grateful that I've been allotted to this service. And yes, another thing that I um, learned during this training as well as my preparation is that you need to be grateful for even the smallest of things, because there are a lot of people who don't get the opportunity to at least to even prepare for this examination. So one suggestion that I would give to all the aspirants here is that whatever you're doing, whatever efforts that you're putting in, be grateful that you got this opportunity to at least prepare for this examination. And once you get through, be grateful that you got the opportunity to serve the nation and the people. So with this, yeah, this is my brief background about how I prepared and what has been my journey in this preparation as well as in the training phase. So, sir, if we have any questions, then it would be easier for me to answer
Yes,
rather
yes,
than
yes, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Even
we
regarding
can come
my
to know
yeah,
exactly,
yes,
because
yes,
we need to know that what exactly they are expecting from you. Otherwise,
yes, sir,
since all these people are preparing now, they are already motivated. I think the
yes,
motivation
yes,
is not the that should be not the part, but we can have a technical, the technical
yes,
guidance
sir.
with them. But
I mean, the
before I'm
questions can
opening,
be yeah, questions can be pointed to any part of the preparation or training so that I could answer them more clearly.
sure, 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 sure.
Yes,
Before I open it for the students, I personally have two questions for you, Kartik. One is that
yes,
since you have, as you mentioned, that you are a state cricket player, and
yes, sir.
you played for the under 19, I think under 19 state player, or the
Yes, sir. Under
Telangana
19,
or
under
Telangana
23.
under
Sir,
23 Telangana state,
yes, like how
Hyderabad.
we have a separate state team for Mumbai. We have a similar
Right.
state team for Hyderabad. There's no team for Telangana, so there's only one
Okay,
team for
okay, okay, okay,
yes,
okay.
Hyderabad. Yes,
Fine. So we
yes,
know that we have a IPL craze. So you
yes,
had a
sir.
good opportunity to get yourself into the IPL. What motivated you to give up that career and join the civil services?
Yes, sir. See, right from my childhood, I always wanted to represent the country in whatever way I could, be it through cricket or yeah. I also wanted to join the armed forces and serve the nation. But yeah, your priorities keep changing, and yes, at one point of time, I felt that the with the kind of challenges that I've had, even I had certain injuries and also certain external factors which I don't want to reveal in cricket.
Okay, no
So all
problem.
these factors contributed, and I had to decide for my career. At that point of time, my father always kept telling me that you have the potential. You can always try getting into the civil services. You can at least prepare for it and then give it a try. So that's when I thought, yes, why not try civil services? Because um, yeah, you can serve the country not just while playing cricket or being in the armed forces, but even in the civil services. It's a great opportunity for you to serve the people and the country and make your contribution. So that's when I decided that I should give it a try. And yeah, thankfully I got this opportunity now.
Okay, fine. Okay, and one more question, Kartik. You have given three unsuccessful attempts of the prelims, and after that,
Yes.
in the fourth attempt, you qualified prelims, you qualified mains, and you qualified, interview, and you have got a very good rank as well, like 111th or 108th rank you had, right? What was your rank?
103, sir. 103.
100. So it was a very good rank. So in the
Yes.
first three attempts, you even could not qualify the prelims exam, and in the fourth attempt, you qualified. So what do you think? Whatever you have prepared in the in the first three attempts, did it help you in qualifying all the three stages of the fourth attempt? And that might be it could be possibility you must have felt demotivated after your third attempt. How
Yes.
you kept yourself motivated for the fourth attempt, because you were already prepared, you just needed to break that ice, so that you can do you can get the final result in the fourth attempt. So
Yes.
after your third attempt, because there I have so many candidates here with me, like those who have attended, like they have appeared for twice and thrice. They were near to the result, like they have got around, they were short of 4 marks or 2 marks for qualifying their prelims exam. But their mains
Yes.
exam preparation is very good. Like their mains preparation is very good. They had a very good answer writing skill and all. But due to some
Yes.
reason, due to some silly mistakes, they're not qualifying the prelims exam by 2 marks or 3 marks or maybe like 5 marks.
Yes.
So, what is your, like how you kept yourself motivated even after the third attempt?
Yes, sir. Right from the beginning, I mean, I always focused on my basics. I kept my basics strong. I ensured that my basics were strong. I relied on my approach towards this preparation was that I didn't prepare in silos. I didn't prepare for prelims alone or mains alone or for interview alone. I thought the
Right.
entire preparation for the examination should be a continuum. So initially, I focused on the basic NCRTs. Once I finished them, I moved to the standard books like say Lakshmikant or the Spectrum for modern history. So I moved to these standard books, and once I got a hang of what I have been preparing for, then I looked at the previous year questions, the current affairs questions, and I started answering those questions, especially for mains. So right from my first attempt, I started answer writing. Right when I was 4 to 5 months into my preparation during the first attempt, I started writing the answers. So that I never discontinued this practice. Even despite failing in the prelims in the first, second, and third attempt, I did not discontinue answer writing practice. So that made my base stronger. So once I cleared prelims and got the opportunity to write mains. So then I was all at ease and I could answer each and every question properly, even within the time, and also even the quantity aspect as well as the quality aspect was taken care of when I gave the mains. So one main thing is never prepare in silos. There I've seen a lot of people who think that uh, first let me clear prelims, then I will start preparing for mains, then I'll start preparing for interview. I don't think that is the right approach. So it is a continuum, and you need to prepare for each and every aspect holistically. So second aspect is in prelims. I used to, I mean, right from the beginning, I in this second and third attempt, more more so, I did this mistake of going through lot of sources. So I used to go through like say 4 or 5 sources, 5 books for every subject. So which I think is not a good strategy. And later I realized this and I kept my sources limited, say to 1 or 2 books and for every subject. And then I started revising them more and more. So this helped me in remembering the facts, remembering the basic concepts, which I can reciprocate in my answers in the prelims exam as well. So yes, this change I had done. Even the test series that I joined, I used to I limited them to just 1 or 2 test series so that I can revise them, revise the solutions, revise my where I'm going wrong. I could revise multiple times. So this was the second change that I made, which helped me in my fourth attempt. And the third change is that um, so there are a lot of smart tactics which you can use in the prelims exam. So, for instance, elimination techniques, which focusing more on the previous year questions, checking how UPSC is asking the questions in prelims. So these changes, these elimination techniques that I focused more on, and I started using these smart techniques. So that all even that helped in my fourth attempt in clearing prelims. So, apart from this, coming to the motivational aspects to keep me motivated, as I said previously, yes, the third attempt was I still feel my preparation for my third attempt was the best preparation. But even then, I missed the prelims cutoff by 2 marks. So, yeah, it is quite demotivating, quite depressing. Even I had certain negative thoughts when I could not clear the third attempt. But as I said, you need people around to keep you motivated. You need to talk to people. It's always good to have that friends and family circle with whom you can whom you can talk continuously and keep yourself motivated. Apart from this, sir, I also relied on few meditation and meditation techniques and physical activities, have helped me which helped me stay in the right frame of mind during my preparation for the fourth attempt despite these failures. So, and other than this, I also used to watch a lot of YouTube videos of how the civil servants and the retired bureaucrats about the work that they have done. So, all these YouTube videos or the motivational talks used to inspire me and help me stay motivated despite all the failures.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Kartik. So I also suggest to my the aspirants or but like you need to have a limited resources rather than
Yes.
reading multiple of resources which will get confuse you, which can confuse you, and then also in UPS exam, rather than studying more, it's very important to understand the psychology of the question framer. It's very
Yes.
important for you to understand the how to solve the question technically. Like even if you don't know the answer, some of the question can be solved by just elimination methods, by reading the
Yes.
statement carefully, or trying to find out the trigger words which is there in the question. So that is
Yes.
the most important part in application. Fine. So now I'll give it to the students. If anybody wants to ask any question, you can raise your hand first. Then you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Yes, rather than messaging in the chat box, it's better if you can directly unmute yourself and speak. Yes, Mitali, you don't have any questions. You don't have any doubt. Yes, Shivam, please unmute yourself and we can ask the question.
Good morning, sir. Am I audible?
Good morning. Yes.
Yeah. It was pleasure for me. It's very pleasure for me that I speak in front of you or ask a question. Sir, my question is this, sir, what should be the proper plan or strategy so one can clear this exam in its preparation between 1.5 and 2 years, sir?
Yeah. Uh, so yes, initially, I mean, right from um, what I suppose is you're a beginner and you just started your preparation, right?
Sir, actually, it's been 4 months that I have started this preparation, sir.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So the strategy could be initially start with your basic books, the NCRTs. I would share my book list with sir. He can share it with the students. So if you are comfortable with those books that I have gone through, then yes, you go through them. Or if you can make changes, it's up to you how which books you are comfortable with. You can go ahead with them. So yes, initially start with the NCRTs even for your optional and for your general studies. Then once you understand the basics, then you go ahead with the standard books that I have mentioned, like um, Lakshmikant or Spectrum or the Sriram IAS economy notes. So you can follow these basic the standard books. So once you understand what exactly is, say for instance, if you take a topic of uh, anti-defection law, once you understand what exactly it is and what are the provisions related to it, so then you can what are the issues involved. try linking the information given in the basic books with the current affairs, so that you can cover a particular topic in a holistic way. Say, for instance, the same example, anti-defection law. What are the issues that are happening? Say, for instance, 1 or 2 years back, there was an issue in Manipur Legislative Assembly. So, try to use this kind of example in your answer, so that in, in whatever notes that you make, try to link these examples, so that gives you a holistic approach. The examiner also gets a feeling that yes, this person has the capability to link the static as well as the current aspects. He has grip over the static part, and also he is well versed with the current aspects. So yes, try to link the static and the current portion. So once you are able to do this part, then you can start your answer writing practice. So start your answer writing practice early. Once you are into your preparation, say for 4 to 5 months, you need to start answer writing practice. Initially, there could be a lot of hiccups in your answer writing. Uh, I mean, how you write your answers, but don't get bogged down by if your answers are not good, if you are not able to get the content for your answers. Don't get bogged down. It's a process. So if you don't start it early, you will face a lot of problems once you clear your prelims. So initially, it is very difficult for you to sit and write a complete answer of around 250 words. So you might be facing a lot of issues of content, all these things. So don't worry, even I had gone through the same phase. um, it's only through rigorous practice that you can improve your answers. So start this, and apart from this, keep going through the previous year questions for mains as well as prelims. Say, for instance, prelims, around 15 to 20 years previous year questions. Keep going through them so that you'll understand what exactly UPSC is asking, which areas it is focusing on. So continue this practice. Apart from that, also start solving. Once you're 6 months or 5 months into preparation, start solving the test series questions. You can choose any test series. Asif sir, I think, might have started a test series or any test series that you are comfortable with. Um, Keep solving those questions. So that gives you a hang of the kind of prelims practice that you need. So all this apart, your optional is very important, and you need to dedicate at least 3 to 4 hours of your daily timetable for your optional. This should include your answer writing practice of previous year questions, the current questions. So this should go on simultaneously, at least till 2 to 3 months before the prelims. 2 to 3 months before prelims, you can stop your optional preparation, and till that time, you must be your optional aspects or your optional knowledge should be on your fingertips. So such should be your preparation for your optional, because optional carries a lot of weight in the mains examination, and it can be a deciding factor in your final result. It can keep you in the list or push you out of the list. So your optional preparation should be thorough. So once you clear prelims, then you can you can join a test series for GS and your optional, and keep giving this answers, and so that your time, the quantity of your answers, I mean, how many answers you write within the given time, that improves once you join a test series for both mains and both GS and optional. So yes, this is the basic strategy right from the beginning till you clear prelims and approach your mains.
Sir, second question is that, sir, is that coaching is necessary, and how coaching was helpful or fruitful for you in your preparation, sir?
See, I can't give a blanket statement whether coaching is necessary or it is not necessary. It depends on the individual. For me, as I said, I didn't know even the basics. So when I started this preparation, so for me, coaching was the basic coaching was really helpful because it showed me a right path towards preparation in which aspects should I continue and which aspect should I focus on. So coaching is required if you need a path towards your preparation. But as I said, but it is not compulsory. It depends on the particular individual. If you feel it's not compulsory and there are a lot of online sources that can help you or guide you, then I think coaching, that is purely a personal choice. But yes, for me, coaching has been helpful to an extent. Apart from that, you need to have some mentor who can guide you in how you write your answers. So if you can find them from outside without joining a coaching, then that nothing like it, you can go ahead. But if you are in need of someone who can daily constantly motivate you, push your limits, and check your answers continuously, I think it is always better to have someone like that. So I have been fortunate enough to have 3 to 4 mentors who constantly checked up on me, how I wrote my answers, made suggestions, improvements. So this has helped me a lot. So it is purely a personal choice, and I can't uh, give a blanket statement, as I said. So you need to ponder upon it, and you have to decide.
Sir,
Okay.
last question is sir, last question. Sir, as we have seen, sir, there's lots of many toppers or rankers as they are from engineering background or science background. Means uh, मतलब जो वो ह्यूमैनिटीज वगैरह के बैकग्राउंड्स के जो एस्पिरेंट्स होते हैं वो कम दिखते हैं तो सर इज दैट बैकग्राउंड्स मैटर्स
No, that's a completely a misconception. There's nothing like that. Yes, engineers have been have been a lot of engineers who have cleared this exam, but that doesn't mean people from humanities can't clear it. See, so in my case itself, I am a computer science engineer, but my optional was sociology, which is a humanities subject. So if I could do it, why not people from humanities background? They can easily do it. I had given time for, I have devoted extra time for learning sociology and then getting through it. So yes, it's always um, it. There's nothing like that. Your background matters, or even if you are from a government school, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. It's all your efforts that you put in, and yes, there's nothing like that, that only engineers qualify this exam. Yeah, anyone can clear it. There are lot of examples. Even doctors have done it. Even people from humanities have cleared it. So yes, there's nothing like that.
Mitali, you have raised hand. You can ask your question. And one more thing, we have only 3 minutes left now. Actually, we have a 40-minute limit for this session. So we will continue. If the session is ended, we will continue by using the same links. So you can ask your question.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Uh, so actually, the thing is that as you have mentioned that you have been clear your exam at your fourth attempt, and the same stories went with me. Like this will be my fourth attempt, and I am not even able to clear the prelims. So, like, I wanted to know, sir, what kept you going? So, if don't you feel that some point of time a self doubt kind of thing because there are many aspirant out who clear exam at their first attempt itself. So, like, I am struggling from this kind of feeling, like a self doubt type of feeling, like feeling. So, how did you able to overcome this?
Yes, yeah, even I think you can relate with me in this preparation. Yes, I went through a very depressing phase when I was not able to clear the prelims despite a lot of efforts. So yeah, even I had this self-doubt whether I'm suitable for this. exam or not, whether I have that capability in me to clear this exam. But yeah, as I said, I had people around me to motivate me and keep me pushing to put that little more extra effort. And I thought, why not? Why not? Why not give another attempt and try? Put in more effort to clear this exam. Maybe somewhere I am losing it. Maybe somewhere I'm not putting in the right efforts. So that's when I started introspecting myself. I started looking inwards. Most of the time, what happens is we blame the circumstances that this is not right or that is not right. So we blame the circumstances. So that is very wrong. And instead, you have to introspect. I started looking upon my strengths, weaknesses. I focused on which areas I can improve. Maybe, as I said, I was putting in all the hard work, but the smart approach towards this exam was missing. So that's when I focused on the elimination techniques, focusing on previous year questions, limiting my sources. This kind of changes I did. So, yes, self doubt, it happens with each and everyone who clear or may not clear. So, you need to stay focused. See, only after failure, after putting in the efforts, you can clear this exam. So, I mean, you have nothing to lose. At one point of time, you feel that you have nothing to lose. That's when, after my third attempt, I felt that, see, I have nothing to lose. I have three more attempts. Maybe this attempt will be mine. That kind of positive approach is required. And yeah, I started